Hey yo, hello. This is Teacher Lemus once again, and today I'm gonna do the second part of the alphabet in Spanish. If you didn't watch my video about the alphabet in Spanish, part one, then I'm gonna give you the link of that video in the description of this video. Okay, and the last letter we mentioned in the last video, it was the letter H. So now we're gonna continue with the letter I. The letter I, la letra I. The sound of the letter I in Spanish is E. It's right the same sound when we got double E in English. So you say E. Ingeniero. Ingeniero. Inocente. Inocente. Divino. Divino. Río. Río. And now the letter J. La letra J. La letra J. It got the same sound of the letter H in English. So every time you see the letter J in Spanish, just think about the H. It got the same sound. You have to breathe out the sound, and this is it. For example, jabón, jabalí, jabalí. Cojín, cojín. Jirafa, jirafa, jirafa. Caja, caja, caja. Now let's go with the letter K. La letra K. La letra K. The letter K is very simple. It's the same K like in English. So it sounds like this letter is not very common. It's not very used in Spanish. There are very few words with the letter K. So let's see, like kilo, kilómetro, kilómetro. Kepis, kepis. Kiosco, kiosco. And now the letter L, la letra L. The letter L in Spanish, it got the same sound of the letter L in English. So there's no problem with it. You say loma, loma. Lagarto, lagarto. Reloj, reloj. Culebra, culebra. Calidad, calidad. And now the common letter could be a little bit confusable for you because, it doesn't exist in English. And is the double L. The double L in Spanish is called LJ. LJ. La letra LJ. Its sound is very similar to the letter G in English. So it sounds rather like sh, like caballo, caballo, cabello, cabello, llanta, llanta, calle, calle, llorar, llorar. Okay, and now the letter M, la letra M. The letter M in Spanish is the same M in English. So you say madera, madera, mentira, mentira. Enorme, enorme. Okay, the letter N, the same story like in English. The letter N also sounds like in English. Nariz, nariz. Nuevo, nuevo. Anillo, anillo. Now the letter ñ, it doesn't exist in English. So you say la letra ñ, ñ. So its sound is like ña, ñe, ñi, ño, ñu. Repeat. Ña, ñe, ñi, ño, ñu. This is a very nasal sound. Niño, niño. Mañana, mañana. Pequeño. Pequeño. Now the letter O. La letra O. La letra O. The letter O in Spanish always sounds O, like this. O. Like oso. Oso. Queso. Queso. Poderoso. 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 The letter P. The letter P is like in English. The letter P comes like pa, pe, pi, po, pu. Peligro. 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 Padre. Padre. Empacar. Empacar. Now the letter Q. La letra Q. The letter Q in Spanish, it got the same sound of the letter K. But in Spanish, it only works with the letter I and with the letter E. And you have to put an U between the letter Q and the letter I or the letter E. Like querer. Querer. 15. 15. Aunque. Aunque. Parqueadero. Parqueadero. The letter R, la letra R. The letter R in Spanish has two sounds, a strong sound and a weak sound. The strong sounds goes like rrr, and it sounds very strong when it is at the beginning of a word, or when there's a consonant and then the R and then a vowel. And also when there are two R's together, it sounds strong, like rrr. Rosa. Rosa. Correa. Correa. Rata. Rata. And this letter also has a weak sound like r. R. Like ra, re, ri, ro, ru. It sounds weak when it is between two vowels, like this. Araña. Araña. Coro. Coro. Now the letter S. La letra S. The letter S is like in English, like suave, sol, camisa, camisa. Now the letter T. The letter T got also the same sound like in English, but in English you say ta, ta, but in Spanish you say ta, ta, like more strong, like this. Tonto. It's not like in English, tonto, tonto. No, it's ton, like more strong. Ton, tonto. Ternura, ternura. It's not ternura, no. Ternura. Tienda, tienda. The letter U, la letra U. It sounds U. Uña. Abuso. Abuso. Cuatro. Cuatro. The letter W. La letra W. This letter is not very common in Spanish. So there are no proper words in Spanish with W. Very, very scarce. Like whiskey. It sounds like woo. Woo. Whiskey. Sandwich. Walter. Walter. The letter X. The letter X is this. It got the same sound like in English. Xilófono. Xenofobia. Galaxia. Oxígeno. Oxígeno. Now the letter Y. La letra Y. The letter Y also have a sound very similar to the letter J in English. So I'm going to give you some examples with a double L and with a Y. With a double L, you say ja, je, ji, jo, ju. With a Y, you say ja, je, ji, jo, ju. It's like more dry, like a more dry sound. Yegua. Yegua. Coyote. Coyote. Rayo. Rayo. And now the last letter is the letter Z. La letra Z. La letra Z. The letter Z in Spain sounds like this. Like zapato, zorro. But this letter in South America, it sounds like an S, like S. So in Spain, they say zapato. In South America, zapato. Zorro, zorro. And this is it. Okay, remember, this is Teacher Lemos.